G'day, it's Ninja and Aaron. We had a request just recently from a practitioner wanting to know how to take care of their hands and how to actually get into the hands and release some different muscles and get some pain out. So I suppose being a practitioner for a long time, we know the hands intimately and the thumb and knuckles and where you can get pain. So I wanted to do a video on how to treat the thumb in particular and the fingers and the wrist a little bit too. So we'll just go about doing a bit of a treatment on that. So I suppose what we do for a start is just ask, whereabouts do you get pain and discomfort?
Yeah. I guess at the moment I haven't got too much. I guess the only area would probably be in here, maybe a little bit of a pinching sensation when I go into that kind of deviation there. So right there, Ninja.
Yep. So that's probably my starting point. We'll try and get around the whole of the hand and that, but we'll start here. So if I move that,
there we go.
Just
that's
there.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're trying to pin a spot and then kind of exaggerate the pin. Yeah. So we're going to start there.
That's a good spot.
So like that.
Oh yeah.
Just there. Pin it and wait. And so by just moving his hand up that way, that little bit, that really exaggerates the connection. And so we're wanting to file down all these little bits of scarring, little bits of calcium spurs that are forming from continual overuse and not being able to repair and things like that. So just follow that.
It's really good. Oh wow. Very productive.
Yeah. So you just stay on these kind of spots as long as they were needed. So honour the body and the pains and what they're saying. So
it's like replicating exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Another key spot that I get, I think most practitioners who use their thumb a lot, that dense, thick muscle you get in there. I feel like when you can file that down on that bone, like right there, is a ripper. So.
Yeah, so you feel like you want to go down that way?
Yeah, just that, either way probably, but yeah, just that whole pad there, I feel like a lot of practitioners get that.
So one of the things you can do is sort of a bit of a manipulation, so you can actually crack it, and you can get to the point where you can do it yourself. I don't know if you do that. And so you're pulling up with that finger and then down with that one, and it cracks the knuckle there. So I actually do that quite a bit, just even within a session, just to get a reset in the thumb and get quite a bit of relief. But along this line here, so you're starting right into the joint, so you can feel where the joint kind of moves a bit. So you want to get right at where that point where it starts, and then you engage with it, so you can kind of move it up that way a little bit to get deeper into it, and then perform a little scoop or just a little movement just to try and maneuver and weave in to where the spots are where they need work. So where the nooks and crannies where little bits of calcium and scarring can get in there and not be disturbed as much because there's not as much movement, and that'll eventually, if that builds up, that'll stop that whole joint from being able to move in its full range. So we want to file it down again, work right into where it needs it. So along this line here, man.
Yeah, straight through the guts there is exactly what I feel like.
Come down and we'll plough it.
Yeah, that's going to be bloody good.
Yeah, I can feel a real strong, sharp kind of point up into my thumb. So I'm just going to keep on grabbing the hand so I can maneuver it and
this is getting good now.
Exaggerate exactly where we need.
That's very, very good.
So into there.
Yeah, you can hammer that.
So just hold that.
Yeah, that's really good.
So another.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yeah. So with this here, an elbow would be quite good.
Yeah,
as well.
Like it could be thicker. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do that.
Oh, that's good as.
So we can go in here. And so what I can get Aaron to do is actually grab my arm.
Yeah.
With your other hand. No. Yeah, like that.
Ooh.
So you can pull down into it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Oh.
Like that. So I can manipulate. This thumb here, but I can get him to grab my arm and then doesn't need me to much exaggeration, but pull
it's good.
that right into it, and I can feel that I'm going up into that there.
Yeah. Whoa!
That's really getting in and releasing off that. Like I suppose this is one of the main muscles in the thumb that when you're treating it gets used and used and used. So
holy shit!
So I can really feel that. And like there's underneath my elbow, I can feel a tight ridge, a line that's solid, and I'm just trying to really trace that and wait on it until that starts to melt away. So just really honouring that.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Elbow to the thumb.
Yeah. Again, stuck into there.
Oh wow! Wow!
Okay, so there's more work to do in here, but we'll move on a little bit.
Oh, how good's that?
So one of the main bits is you want to get into the top of here.
That's good.
So there's like the retinaculum, and then there's some real thick fascia here that sprouts off.
Carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Here, eh?
Sprouts off into the fingers and stuff. So in there like that.
That's a good one. Oh wow!
So this is one Robert Young always said, you got to do this one.
Really?
Got to do this one. It's important. So I think it's got to do with kind of spiritual kind of stuff as well.
Really?
But
every session he did this, did he?
I just said make sure you clear it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's important. So
isn't there a palm?
So just keep on going. But you can kind of explore like into different spots down the thumb too, so you can go right along under like that. I don't know if you can capture that, but under, and then drag along like that. So this is speeding it up a little bit, but getting right into where the joint is, and just moving along like that.
It's just an exploration, isn't it?
Yeah. Gouging along, so you want to actually feel like you're working the bone. So you're squeezing those muscles in there so tightly that every bit of tightness and tension and stress gets worked out like that. So exploring right into the joint and then scooping down like that. And so you can work the joint. So it's sort of like working right into the joints like that. Exploring wherever they need to be worked, like there, and you just hold it. And like this hand here is just supporting, but it's also being like a lever system to pull that up and then pin down, so it exaggerates how you're hitting it even more. Like that. So you work all around top of the thumb too.
Oh, I had some humidity out of my thumb. Whoa!
So on top.
Fuck, normally I'm moaning. That was like full on laughter.
So yeah, I think that was better when you could actually pin it like that. What is in there? Some demons.
Oh God!
Let's get them out.
Oh, the old treatment thumb.
Yeah.
A little bit of bad energy in there, eh?
So while we're on this side of the thumb, this
that rib.
This sort of the webbing here.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a really sore spot on there, but we'll do this one first.
Yeah.
So you can kind of have a bit of a think about that. We'll get into that in a minute.
Here's one I prepared.
So we're gonna work along that, so right into that joint.
Oh man.
Like that, and then we're gonna work along the bone. Yeah. So where muscles attach on to is onto the bones. So we want to start on that kind of tendony bit and bony bits, and really work like periosteum. Periosteum. Give him a bit of a workout. Oh, Perry.
So therapeutic now.
So up through there, and you could keep on going through. Like, don't stop. You know, there's fascial continuums everywhere. So you can kind of keep on going.
Don't rush the fascial continuum.
Don't rush the fascial continuum. It's a rule. It goes at its own rate.
bit blocked. Oh, that's coming up to a good bit.
Yeah.
That kind of feels like my first pain.
Yeah.
Remember the first thing you got into?
Yeah. Isn't this called a snuff box or something?
Snuff box, yeah.
Yeah.
You keep your drugs in there.
Is that how they...
Yeah, you put your cocaine in there and go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, snuff box. Back in the 20s or whatever it was.
Oh, really?
18th century.
Yeah.
No, maybe. No, what? 19th century. I don't know.
So, yeah, just keep on working. So just got a good line and decided just to keep on running with it.
Good, I like that.
So you can do this with elbows as well. So you keep on going along and just keep connection. So the connection was never lost, that whole...
Oh, God. Taking me to the waxes here.
Yeah. So across that retinaculum, you know, it could be all bound up. From, treating compress when you're doing lots of like palm strokes like that, gets compressed.
That's true, yeah.
So, don't go off track. I'll get onto that in a minute. But there, through here, probably don't much wax, but go right up.
This is gonna be bleeding.
Yeah, up into here is where so much, pain is.
Oh man. Oh, ninja.
Into there. So I want to push up underneath that bone.
Yeah.
So the angle up like that.
That's all you got. God.
So like that.
Oh, it's going everywhere. My whole fingers are falling off, man. Oh, God. That's going up my arm, like up here. Man, I can't believe it. It's going everywhere. It's going everywhere. Oh, that's...
So this is gold.
Oh,
It's gold.
that's mental.
Yeah.
Like all the way up here.
Yeah.
From there, that little point.
Yeah. So it's the money spot. You see Aaron's really enjoying that.
Oh, it's just productive but horrible.
Therapeutic.
Yes.
We call it therapeutic.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you kind of got the gist of that one.
Oh.
You want to, let's do some more. So
He's excited, isn't he?
I want to show, like, we won't do the whole thing because it's going to take too much time, but
No, they want to
like,
see.
working in between the bones, like these up in here, that can be a really good thing to do, like pushing right into those nooks. So there's two bones coming down there, where it joins in there, you want to work right into. And then what you can do is, just with the feedback of the person as well, you say, does that hurt down that way or that way? You know?
Pretty similar. It's just that money spot feeling, where it's just shooting off all over the place.
So you can kind of stay connected and just, like I'm working into that middle finger tendon, bones there, so pushing into that and staying connected like that.
That's cool.
Stay connected like that, and then keep on working over the knuckle. You can sort of see how I've just stretched it all the way down, staying connected with the tissues underneath, not worried about this skin here. Just keep connected with the stuff underneath like that, and into the fingers like that. So to go down this one, you go this way, so connect in. So you want to go into that bone.
That's going to be a good one, man. Oh, that's good.
And stay connected. There's all these little intrinsic muscles and fascia, tendons, you just want to, periosteum, you just want to connect with it and keep on working it nice and slow and deep.
That's good.
Like that.
That's really good. Really good.
So again, you keep on going over that. Over that, and then keep connected into the knuckle. Like that. So each knuckle you can kind of work, using leverage as well. You can grab it, pull it, exaggerate the pressure, and then let it go a bit. It's really working into all angles. Like that. So knuckles, you can work them. Feels therapeutic, like really working. But one thing as well that feels actually really therapeutic is working onto the fingernails.
That's really good.
So you can kind of keep on working down certain lines of stress. So it might be through here, You get into that little knuckle there, little joint, work it, different angles like that. But then a continued stroke that goes into that fingernail. Because a lot of times you've got, especially with your thumb, you'll have stress right into that end of that nail. So it sort of feels like on there. So there might be tension in underneath that nail.
So good.
How's that feel?
Oh man, that feels freaking nuts.
Yeah.
The difference is between my two wrists and hands now. Yeah. Feels like there's nothing in there. Like it's just cloud.
So yeah, you keep on working. So you can do my little funny thing like this, but stretching things out, working right in, so into things like that. But the main thing is you're just looking for opportunities for it to be stagnant. Wherever there's joins in a bone, wherever there's a knuckle, that's where you got to get into. So it's in there like that. It's up under there. You kind of wherever. So it's just an exploration thing under there, through here. So it's just show you how complex the hand is. It's got so many nooks and crannies. So there's so many opportunities for stress and tension and calcium, arthritic kind of stuff to build up. But yeah. So just wrapping it up a little bit. So the hands, such an integral part of the human body. We kind of abuse them and neglect them and forget about them. But yeah, when they're sore and tired and stressed, it's not good.
Thanks, so, that was amazing.
So yeah.
That's actually amazing. I haven't had that done for a
I want some of that.
Yeah,
that looked really good. I'm like,
the mirror neurons were firing watching that.
Darcy's turn next.
That feels fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Come in.